Hey, what's up guys? Muleskull here, and welcome back to Terraria, episode 123, and watch this! Boulder! When we left off, we beat some mechanical bosses, and I think we beat the queen bee. And here we are at Plantera's flower, and I'm post-recording this. So, this isn't real time, I'm watching it just like you. And, yeah, we're about to fight Plantera. This episode, for this episode, I put together, episodes 123, 124, and 125 because they all had audio problems, and, I decided to put them together like this because, 124 and 125 were kind of boring to watch, and you'll see why. It's a lot of grinding for crimson key molds and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna post-record the audio, and here's a Plantera fight. I'm gonna try and avoid saying a lot, and I summoned the Eye of Cthulhu for some boss hearts, if I remember correctly. So yeah, here we are. And Plantera is not very hard right now. Geez, get away from the At this point in the game, Plantera is just simple anymore. There was supposed to be an there, but there isn't. So, using the Inferno Fork, we are fighting Plantera, just trying to beat Plantera and get into the hard mode point where I am in the other world. So, just fighting the Planteras. There's gonna be some... This episode's also about an hour long, or an hour's worth of footage. But I've sped it up in some points just so that we can avoid standing in one place and killing things in the Crimson, because the Crimson's pretty easy right now, and it's kind of boring to watch, but... So, Plantera is enraged, yeah, and not doing very much damage anymore to us. But with the Spectre armor and the hood, it's just simple anymore. Good armor. I don't think I really need to get the mask. I think I should at some point. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. So, about audio problems. Okay. So here's what happened. I sat down Monday to do the 5 episodes that I do, and I usually record them. Monday I do like 3 episodes, and then Tuesday or Wednesday I'll do 1 or 2, you know, just to finish off the week. And I do that because I don't only play Terraria, I play Tech World 2, which is a Minecraft series, and I also play Starbound, and sporadically I'll throw in some Feed the Beast Unhinged. So, that's the reason I pre-record a lot of stuff, is because I just play so much and I record a lot of video game footage. But, okay, back to Terraria. Let's talk about what I'm doing here. So, as you can see, my inventory's full, of course, because that's just how I do. And I'm throwing away stuff looking for that temple key, which I just picked up. And yeah, so Plantera's beat. All the hard mode bosses are beat, pretty much, aside from the Golem, which I'm right below the temple, as chance would have it, and I start going up there, digging into the temple, and it just so happens I'm right next to the altar. So, I'm gonna be fighting the Golem here. Which, the Golem isn't really very hard anymore also. We fought the Golem enough, and we have the armor and loadout now that the Golem's actually pretty easy. A few Golems would probably be a little more difficult, but like I said, that Spectre armor really does manage our health good, so we don't have to worry about just getting totally annihilated by the Golem. I actually worry more about the little lizard guys than I do the golem, just because they're fast enough and they can get close enough to actually do damage. And I should be picking up those spiky ball traps and stuff, and I'll have to remember that for the frost moon that I still have and still haven't completed. But long-term goals, we're looking for the Crimson Key mold, and we also need the Jungle Key mold, and there's one more, the Frost Key mold. So that's our long-term goals for this series, and I think I'm gonna go through with getting those, just so the series can be complete and not end before I do get those things, just because I've gone this long and I should do it just because. So, the golem is just getting wrecked. My health is staying pretty close to 500, never, or not long, doesn't stay under 400 if it happens. We're just beating the golem in this world, and that would open up the hard mode dungeon if I am correct. I'm not sure. Maybe it would, I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. Speaking of dungeon, I still need the Paladin Hammer too. But yeah, so I didn't record my audio for these 3 episodes, but I crammed it all into one episode so that I can get back to recording like I normally do, because I usually think better that way, not in post, you know. And my ums are a little more covered up by my random thoughts, or whatever you call that. Commentary? Is it commentary? I don't know. So yeah, there's the golem just getting wrecked. And yeah. Throwing rainbows out and just spamming damage, really. I'm just trying to get as much damage as quickly as possible. And there we go. So the golem's beat in this world. I see a sunstone, and I better grab that. I'm throwing grenades to get him out of my inventory. Let's see. What am I going for now? I'm looking for stuff to throw away, and I threw away the beetle husks, it looks like. And the potions, greater health potions, because I've got a stack and I don't need any more than that. What else? Also got... Oh, I got the golem mats, and I got bombs in my hand, and I just, yeah, throw them out. And all those spiky balls, I should be taking those traps, but my inventory is pretty full, so I don't blame myself. Now what? Okay, I'm mirroring back to spawn, and if I remember correctly, I'm going back to the normal world, or our first normal world, or I guess to be the home world. But I have a world called Home World, which I haven't been to in a long time, by the way. So I should be going to Let's Play 1.2. There we go. And I should be dropping stuff off in my inventory, or out of my inventory. Alright, so we're approaching our first speed up also, because I do something really dumb here, if I remember correctly. Alright. Putting random vanity items on mannequins, just, yeah. And I already had a golem mask, if I remember. Yeah, I see it over on the right. Okay, so here's something that I haven't done in this series. Quick stacking stuff into chests, because I do that quite often, and never organize them. And then, boom, oops, deposit all. So, I think I'm going to speed it up here. Yep, there we go. And that's me just sorting stuff out, getting all the stuff I want on my person, and getting all the stuff I don't want into the chest. Did I put the sunstone in there? It looks like I did. And I'm carrying the fleeting, what is that? Or no, that's not fleeting. Or maybe it is. The anklet of the wind, which I don't need because I've got the lightning boots. What I need is an ice skate. So, going back to the other world, and it's back to normal time if I remember correctly. No. Now it is? Yeah, it looks like it is. Alright, here's the cool part right here. First, Angry Nimbus. Boom. There's my Nimbus Rod. Finally. I've killed how many of those things and I haven't gotten one? First one in this world gives me a Nimbus Rod. And that's going to help a lot for the Frost Moon because I can throw some clouds underneath the... or I can throw some, I guess they're clouds, rain clouds underneath the murder machine, murder contraption, and get some health from that. It is a magic item. So that is cool, and the additional damage. Now it's sped up again because I'm going to the Crimson to do some grinding for that, what is it? Crimson Key Mold. So I'm down there and I'm just running around crazy, killing stuff, and I think at some point I actually add on to that biome. It's been a few days since I recorded this, and I can't even remember what my thought process was. Oh, and I get another cool thing here when I kill this heart thing. I don't know what to call it. It's like an orb. It's kind of like the corruption orbs or whatever they are. But it does the same thing except for it's for Crimson and the eye or the brain of Cthulhu. So, a nimble Crimson Rod. I get one of those, which is cool with the Nimbus Rod because you can actually get 3 clouds out there. The Crimson one isn't as strong as those two, but still, it's just the point that you can cover a bigger area with it, with those 2 items together. So I'm going down, and I guess I decide to fight the brain of Cthulhu just because they're there. Alright. Get in there, Muley. Come on now. Get up in there. Go. Go. Hurry up. Okay, break it. Today? Today, Muley. Come on. There you go. Good job, little Muley. Muleskull. Okay. So, Brain of Cthulhu, I think I beat him with just the Nimbus Rod. But you can see all the life I get when those things go into the rain cloud of it. And yeah, it should do just great for our Frost Moons and Pumpkin Moons as far as life damage goes. So, he's just going under that rain cloud and getting wrecked, which is totally fine with me. Alright. So that shows like how strong those are. I think the Brain of Cthulhu only has like 2,000 hit points or something crazy like that. And we should be approaching another speed up here. And this is the part, I think we're into the, what is it, the second, so it'd be episode 1, it would have been episode 124. And this is kind of why I left it, I just put them together because I wouldn't know what to say, and I'm sure it would be pretty boring just watching me sit in the Crimson and wait for things to come trying to grind a key mold. So, just breaking stuff out, and I'm actually extending out the Crimson to try and get more Crimson spawns to come, Crimson enemies, or maybe just increase the biome, however it works. So there I am. There's a point that comes where, let's see, I don't want to, I'm trying not to like totally spoil it for you, but okay, so I start going this way because I get the idea that I need some water candles, and I pass one up right there. And just checking those pots, nothing relevant. Alright, and it's cool that there's actually a blue dungeon, because I never get a blue dungeon. And another weird thing is I don't think I saw any enemies while I was in there either. So throwing away a life crystal and grabbing that water candle. Taking a little look around. Take the gold key. I should have taken that iron skin potion too, but I didn't. But my inventory's pretty full, of course. And I broke some books just because, I guess. There's the water candle. Alright, and then back to the Crimson, if I remember correctly. And yeah, so I'm just killing some stuff. I should have put that water candle down. There we go. Okay, water candle's down, which increases the monster spawn rate in the area. As long as I'm inside the radius of that thing. And I think I realized I was getting a lot of frost biome enemies also, because there's wolves and Eskimo zombies and ice elementals, which I'm not sure. I think I should just increase the biome later on if I stay there, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna or not. So yeah, this is kind of how this episode went, is just standing there and killing stuff. And that's kind of why I put it into this episode and sped up, because this is kind of what, okay, and then I saw a goblin army coming, and I think that's where I ended the episode, or somewhere right about in here. So yeah, I mean, grinding for key molds is very, very slow, very tedious. It's just killing stuff and hoping to God that you get a key mold to drop, and that's how all three of them are going to be, pretty much, is like that. I got lucky with the Hallow key mold and the Corruption key mold. Okay, so we're into what would have been episode 125, and I realized that the goblins aren't coming, so I started wandering to the left. I don't know why I didn't speed this part up, because I don't think anything happens. Yeah, I look at the chest I've looked at probably 4 times. And yeah, so we have to beat the goblin army. And I mined some what is it? Crimson blocks? Whatever they are. And I was actually thinking, maybe I should build a crimson biome where the goblins are, because there's a lot of them. So, there I am, just trying not to get knocked around too much by these guys and trying to build this, which didn't happen. But it spread our corruption pretty, or our crimson pretty far. It will spread very quickly, I'm sure. Which is alright, I guess. Because the more crimson I have, the more of a chance I have to get the key mold. So there I am. I said screw it and just started killing them. So you can see there, Goblin Army's been defeated because I realized that trying to build with these guys knocking me around, because I don't have my ink shield on. Or, what do I have? Obsidian shield? I think that's what I have in this, on this character. I play multiple characters, multiple worlds all the time, so it's kind of hard to keep track sometimes. So I'm back in the Crimson. I realized that this Crimson, I get a lot less frost enemies. So I set up the water candle and I sat there for a while, blocked off that tunnel down, and yeah, that's just me grinding for the key mold, which isn't very far from where I started, right there. And yeah, grinding the key mold, grinding the key mold, grinding the key mold. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest footage, and to do it real time would just be kind of, I don't know, pretty tough. But the bummer is I didn't ever get the Crimson Key Mold. And we're coming up to the end of this episode here. So yeah, tell me what you think. The audio problems should be done by now, hopefully. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!